Hello there, here is a box of cameras, and well, I desperately need to go through my collection of cameras, and I thought I will start with this box. And this box contains, well, untested cameras, unknown status cameras and broken cameras. And with untested I mean that I know that they work, but I haven't done any more testing, like taking pictures or see what features they have. Well, unknown cameras are basically the ones which I don't know if they work or not. And then we have the clearly broken cameras that are, well, for whatever reason don't work, and I will need to sort through them all in different categories. So I'll put the broken cameras in one pile, and the ones I don't want or don't need, maybe another one, and the ones I want to test more carefully, I'll put a different pile. And this is far from all cameras I have, and I will probably get some comments that please listen for us, you're such a camera hoarder. Well, most of these cameras I have found, well, before it was a thing that people were like, this became popular and people wanted them. So a lot of them are bought for like minus 50% to 90% sale on flea markets. If I had not gotten them, maybe they would have gone to the trash. And also I have actually gotten some cameras from the trash as well. Not so many, but a few. So yeah, I mean, well, camera hoarder, that might be true. I'll make a few videos that go through my whole collection, and yeah, that's a lot of cameras. But let's get started with this one because I do desperately need to downsize my collection. Okay, so here are some freshly charged batteries, and let's get started with going through each and every camera. Okay, so let's start with this box up here. So this is probably the most basic camera that I have, and now I'm opening it in the wrong direction. But it's like a VGA resolution camera. Very simple thing. The screen on the back is only for counting the pictures. It doesn't have any, let's say, external memory. It has, well, basically RAM, so you need to have the batteries charged, or well, or it loses the photos. I have the required cable for this camera and also the software, so it's just to, well, install this in like, well, Windows XP or Windows 98, and yeah, I'm going to take some pictures, I guess. So this one I could actually make a video about. It could be quite interesting because the image quality will probably be very basic. And then an HP camera. I think this looks like a 90s camera. Not entirely sure, but I'll put in some batteries and test it. This one did not work last time I tried it. Here is the on button, and nothing happens. So some problem it has, so this will go to the, well, broken pile. And then this one here, and this one has a very, well, basic problem. If this would be the only problem, that is, like the battery door has broken off, and I tried to connect like the batteries compensate for the broken door, but still it didn't work. So there is some other problem with this camera, and it's an Olympus, like Olympus SP550 UC, like a bridge camera, small bridge camera. Yep, it also goes to the broken pile. Okay, so let's continue with this camera here. It is a Canon SX260HS, a bit newer, more modern Digicam. So I think it even has a CMOS BSI sensor and full HD recording and whatnot. And it does work, I just haven't tested it. It needs to be cleaned a bit, but this one works quite well. Yeah, so this one, no memory card, I guess, but I'll put it in to the side here to the cell pile. And yeah, so let's continue with a Canon camera, and this is a A2400 IS, so quite basic, newer Digicam from Canon. And I can try it as well if I can find the right battery and if there happens to be charge in it. Okay, so that fits the CFit. And this one also turns on just fine. Yeah, I'll skip the date, no memory card. And doesn't want to take a picture, maybe because there is no memory card. But it should be working as it was intended to. Yeah, very fast zoom. Then I will continue with an Olympus camera. This is an FE230. The third battery I'm trying. Okay, there's a little bit more charge in that one. Cancel menu. And well, this one works. And it has internal memory, so now I will spam it with random photos. And this one, I guess, I don't know, I guess I could just sell this one as well, because I don't think I'll make a video about it. I have so many other cameras I need to make videos about, so yeah, I could use it to sponsor some other stuff that I want, I guess. And then we have this one here, and this one I don't know if it works or not, because the battery pack is completely dead that it came with. So, and I don't have the power cord for it, or a suitable one, 3.3 volts. If I find that, I will test it. So this will remain in the, well, unknown pile, I guess. And here we have another Canon, an S85 IS. So two generations newer than the XU70, which is one of the most popular digicams. And well, this one is at least as capable, if not even more, because it also has an image stabilizer. So this one I will make a video about at some point. And it's in a very good condition, so that's always nice. There are so many cameras still, like seriously. And this one I have made a video about, this Samsung camera. And also about this one I made a video about two cameras in one video. Two Samsung, like first generation that Samsung made in like 2002, something like that, 2003. One is a Digicam 220 and the other one is a Digicam 410. And they're nice, let's say vintage early 2000s cameras, but or nice, I don't know if they're nice. They're okay. I mean, there are much more nicer, interesting cameras from that time than these two. These are very basic actually, but still functional digicams, so still quite usable. But these will both go to the broken pile because they have so many problems. And as you can see, the lens is stuck out as well. Sony, and well, this is a P something, a DSC P200. And this one I would like to test actually, but it does not have a functioning battery. It's quite common for the Sony Digicams to have, well, empty, or that the battery packs are completely depleted. So it doesn't help charging it, but I do have a power cord that fits it. I realized when going through my stuff, so I can actually test it. Oh, it works. Nice. And with this one I got a 32 megabyte memory stick, so yeah, it works as it should. This will go to my testing, or let's say make video pile off. And next up I can do this one. It's an Olympus Mu720 SW, okay, it's waterproof, so we can take it like under 3 meters under water, but it is broken, the sensor is dead, so broken pile. Sony again, and this is a P10, so a bit earlier of the P models, and this one does not work. It also has a dead info lithium battery, doesn't hold any charge. Maybe it's possible to rebuild it, maybe, but I don't know if it's worth it, because this camera, as I said, it doesn't work even with the power plugged in. Nothing happens, yeah, unfortunately. Oh, actually there is a light shining there. Maybe it's possible to fix it somehow, but I don't know. One more Sony, and this is a, if it would focus, this is a T1. I think maybe it could actually be the first camera in this style which has this sliding door, like upwards, downwards sliding door, and a periscope lens. That's why it's so thin. Like, okay, maybe not thin compared to later models, but at the time it was quite a thin model, because it's like 2002 or 3 or something this was released. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. And usually this model has dead sensors, like it's a very common issue. If you find one with a working sensor, you are like very lucky. So I would like to know if it works or not, but then again, I don't want to spend like 20 euros for a battery to have it not work, to have a dead sensor. Of course, if it had a very glitchy sensor, like half broken, it could produce some very nice results. Maybe it could be worth a try after all. One more Canon. Or actually, Canon is the most common brand of cameras I find. After that, really, it is Olympus. And then maybe Sony or Nikon. This is the one with the broken sensor, so this one I don't even have to test. Yeah, this one will go directly to the broken pile. But don't worry, because I have more of this type of cameras. And this one, the previous one, okay, what was it exactly? It was a A410, and this is an A450. Yeah, and this one should work just fine. Some batteries. Yeah, set date and time, yeah, whatever. I don't know if it refuses to shoot because of no memory card or what, or we can change the focus. I don't know, it probably refuses to work because of the no memory card. But yeah, this one works. I don't know if I might make a review of it, but then again I have so many cameras to make reviews of, so I could just put it in the sale pile because this model is quite popular as well. So, and it has a nice blue color, so there's that added bonus. Then we are continuing with Nikon. Not so common actually around here for whatever reason. And this one I need to find the battery pack and hope there's charge in it. Oh, okay, I cannot find the battery for it. Well, that's not so good. But it does work, that I know, so it can go also to the... You still have to go to the unknown pile because I need to find the battery. And then we have a Samsung. And this is a bit more advanced one, or newer one, very different from the earlier model I just showed. It's an L73 and it has this nice button layout on the back. Yeah, so this one I will also test at some point. I don't have the battery for it, but I have another Samsung camera, like an NV10, and the battery from that one works even though it is not the right size. It is smaller, so you can put it in there and just put some like padding inside, and yeah, so this one will go to the testing as well. Okay, so Canon with a stuck out lens. So yeah, this one is broken. It's an S100, and this camera I really liked. I was using it a lot. Found it for like €5 in a flea market. Yeah, and then the lens got stuck out. It's a common issue with these cameras, and there are like some quick fixes for it, that you like reconnect some cable or something, but it didn't work for this one, so I would need to replace the whole lens assembly or take the lens apart or something. But I don't know, the lens is quite scratched up as well on the front, so I don't know if it's worth it or not. More Samsung. And this is a bit more basic one, later Samsung camera. And it uses AA batteries, which is nice. You don't have to chase around for some weird battery packs. There we go, a sound. Doesn't want to take a picture. Okay, there we go. Some flashing. Okay, nice. This one works. It's a very basic, very slow Samsung, but much nicer than the earlier models that I made. Okay, what do we have here? It's for a lens. Change between macro and normal focusing, I guess. Okay. And again, more Nikon. Let's hope that the battery is in here. Yep, it is in here. Let's see if it works first of all. It works. So this is a bit newer camera. It has full HD video. Maybe it also has a CMOS BSI sensor. Maybe a bit newer one. So I don't know, actually this one I guess I could perhaps sell if I can get enough for it. Otherwise I could use it as a B-roll camera for something. And well, let's continue with something really basic again. It's a Polaroid camera, or not really, it's just Polaroid in name. It's some camera which makes a generic Digicams that has made it, but somehow they have managed to get the Kodak brand name to use. I mean, not Kodak, Polaroid, but the same goes for Kodak, and I cannot get this battery door open. Okay, there we go, and it needs AAA batteries. Okay, this one does work, I know, but so what do I do with this? It's a very basic camera, and I like testing really crappy cameras, so I will test this one as well at some point, I guess. Nikon Coolpix S6. Do we have a battery inside? No battery either. Maybe this one came without a battery actually. So this is, let's see, how many megapixels does it have? That is one way to tell how new it is. I have no idea. I will have to put this in the unknown pile as well. And another Nikon Coolpix. What is our... These parts are falling off it. I guess I need to get the glue out. I'll start gluing it. And let's see, what model is it? It's Coolpix S52. No charge in the battery. I guess I can charge it and come back later because I need to take a break from this now in any case. Okay, so I am back with a charged battery for the Nikon. And of course, some coffee because this video is taking way longer than it should, or yeah, or I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I know it's blinking there, but Yes, set time and date, no. I don't know how many times do I have to answer that question today. Yeah, so this works just fine. Let's see. Is this supposed to be the shutter button? That one was a bit stiff, but yeah. So what model was this now exactly? It's an S52. Yeah, but not bad. I don't know if it has HD recording, but if that was the case, I think it would be written all over it. So I have to check that again. Let's continue with a Sony. This is an H something, DSC H10, and on the top here it says Full HD, but then still image in small letters. So it gives the impression that it has full HD video, but no, it's a full HD photos, or way more than that, because that's 8.1 megapixels, so the photos could even be like 4K or something. Yeah, a bit strange marketing from Sony. Maybe a bit false marketing, because first time I saw this I thought like, okay, full HD video, but no, that's not the case. Okay, there we go, the power plug is in. And this one works. Now I should remove the cap as well. Okay, I should put on the power as well. Okay, let's see. Still nothing? Super steady. Okay, yeah, now here we go. Need to be a bit patient. Okay. Yeah, but this one is a bit more modern feeling Digicam. It has 720p recording, so still not too bad, and it has a CCD sensor, so I want to test this at least for the video functions on it. Cool pics, and this time we can go ahead with AA batteries. There, okay, let's see. Ooh. Set time and date. Nope. Press this button in shooting mode for shooting mode selection menu. That button. Okay, easy auto mode. Memory contains no images. It works as well. Another Olympus, and this is a waterproof camera, a bit newer one with a CMOS sensor. And this one works, that I know. TG310, 40 megapixels, and that's way too many megapixels for such a small sensor. But this one works, at least I know that from before, so I just need to charge some batteries. PowerShot A480. Again, oh, the battery compartment went flying. The door for it, I mean. Close this back up. It just has to be broken or something. This cannot be intentional design. Jeez, what happened? Okay, so this does not sound good. Yeah, that lens has some issues. It doesn't show any screen either, so off to the broken pile. Well, let's actually continue with this one here, a Nikon. Again, a Nikon. I actually have quite a few Nikons, and I haven't really tested those. I don't know why. I don't have anything against Nikon. I love their DSLRs, but their Digicams I have not tried so much, even though I have quite a few. And this one is working. And no clock, please. Whatever. Out of memory, so there is some photos on this one. Okay, some random people's photos, some cars and babies and whatnot. Christmas tree. Yeah, this happens quite often, especially if the cameras have memory cards in them, that there are like photos on the memory card. But this is the internal memory. But I would say this one actually works. I guess it will go to the cell pile as well, but of course, what model is it? I should always remember that it's an L25, Coolpix L25. And then let's continue with Canon. And yeah, I have even, wait a minute, didn't I already go through two of these? So I have three of these. This one has some damage on it, so it doesn't matter if I mess it up a bit more. And it's 3.2 megapixels, so that's a good level of megapixels. So to test part, but I should actually close it and And I do this constantly. I take out the batteries before it has a chance to pull the lens in. 3 cameras left. Let's go for it. More Canon. This is another popular model, a PowerShot A530. These 500 models are quite popular as well. No memory card, but let's... Oh no, I see the flaps are not opened. But it's actually taking pictures. Yeah, let's see, do this. Flaps. Yeah, now it goes. That's gotten stuck. Yeah, and the other one is here, and this one is in better condition. So this I think I'll put to the cell pile, although it is 4 megapixels, so that I would actually prefer. I prefer a bit lower megapixel cameras than higher. But let's see. This one also works. This one is in much better condition. At least it starts without problem. And no, thank you. I will not put the time. And it's working as well, but you cannot save the picture because there's no memory card. But this one I will sell, I think, because it's in better condition. And I don't need 2 of these, or I could make a review including both of these, but anyway, to sell pile. And the last camera, a Panasonic Lumix LX1, and this is a very nice camera. I like it a lot. Unfortunately, I dropped it and the screen broke. Still the camera works, so if I can replace the screen, I can get it to work again. But yeah, these LX series are really good. Are really good Digicams, much nicer than Canon's even. If it was still working, I would make a review of this camera. Yeah, that's a crushed screen. Otherwise, it is working, I think. It does seem to take pictures. I would have to replace the screen if I want to use it, but this is a very nice Digicam. The first iteration of this series, the LX1, is a bit slow. The later model is a bit faster, but still it's quite usable. In any case, so that was the last camera, and it goes to broken. And look at that, I remember to close it. Should remember to drink the coffee as well. Okay, so here we got the cameras I want to test. It became quite a bundle, except for these 3 here, of course. Those are the unknown, 3 unknown. These are to test, to make videos of, I guess. And then we have the broken cameras. That's quite a lot of broken cameras. Not all are like completely broken. Some have some smaller problems, other bigger problems. And then to sell, well, they are here. So yeah, it's a lot of cameras. I have not counted how many, but it's a lot, and I will continue going through my other Digicams, my favorites, and then I also do one for my DSLRs. So yeah, I think this is enough for this video for this time. See you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!